You know, sitting here in this dinette, I realized just how uncomfortable these cushions are. And I think we need to go to the jungle market and find a way to get better cushions. Let me show you what I'm working with. This is a 2018 Salem 36BH-BS model, which really doesn't mean much more than BS, but it has the typical dinette configuration that most RVs have. And it has the typical cushion. So I got to thinking, these are probably some standard size, and Amazon probably has some solution for this. In terms of fitment though, they aren't exactly perfect. You can see that there is a little bit sticking out here. So when we see that later on, or if we see that later on, we'll know that it's normal. And then these top pieces here are replaceable. We'll probably do that in a future video. But these are thin and they're getting kind of worn out. There's a butt-shaped divot there that ain't coming back out. So it's time for some new cushions. And why would I make a video for you if I hadn't already figured out how to get these things? So let's get them out of the bag and get them into the dinette and verify that they fit. If you're gonna cut this stuff, don't cut the new cushion that you just picked up. There's the top bolster. They have little rubberized texture on the bottom, so hopefully they won't slide as much, because that's another problem with these. Yeah, there's some friction there. There's some traction. Put that in. All right, that fits pretty good. This one here, you can zip the cover off if you wanted to wash it, but there's no traction on it at all. And you can zip the cover off of the bottom section. There we go. Pretty cool. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. I can already feel the difference. There's a little bit of spring, a little bit of bounce. Nice. Lean back. Gonna have to let them off gas a little bit. All right, one more thing for you. Something else I found is these covers, and they've got this elastic that goes on to hold them in place. And you can get them in a couple of different colors, and this would make it really easy to take these things out and wash them. So I'll show you what that looks like. So that is the color it comes in, which is kind of a light gray color. And I think you can get that in a couple of different colors as well. And then there are the covers that I put on them. And maybe you might want to put another elastic on the back to help gather it up a little bit better. Or maybe it'll settle in over time. But that's not a bad out-of-box experience. And it's a quick upgrade, and I can get rid of those old ugly cushions. On ours, we have this top rail here, and this can be pretty easily removed. These are actually snap covers, and then there are screws under there. 1, 2, 3, and then this piece will come off. I don't know what it looks like underneath yet, but in case you can't tell from the cabinetry and trim work behind us, we're in the process of repainting the inside of this RV, so make sure you're subscribed to see when that video comes out, or if it's already out, take a look for it on the channel. But we're gonna go ahead and replace those anyway, because again, this is from 2018, videos being shot in 2025, and honestly, they've held up pretty well for being that old and in direct usage. There's some little cuts and nicks and whatnot there. And then over here on this one, I guess the previous owners got to it a little bit. So we're still trying to decide how we're going to finish off that, but very easy to get another board and cover it with some kind of fabric that might be a little offset, a little accent, whatever the case may be. I will leave links in the description down below for these cushions and these covers, where we got them on Amazon. In the meantime, there's a video over here I think you might enjoy. Hope you subscribe too. We'll see you over there.